What is going on, guys? I am BlackOpsAmazing. Welcome back to another zombies video where we're going to look at some of the ciphers, or all of the ones that I believe have been found so far and solved in Dead of the Night. On my channel, I've covered all of these ciphers found in Voyage, 9, Classified, and Blood of the Dead. Some of them are really interesting, especially the ones in Classified and Blood. The ones in our Chaos storyline are typically a lot more shorter. They don't really give us anything to do with the story, but they're kind of like little hints as to what may happen in the future. They're usually just 3 or 4 words long, but nevertheless, they're still quite interesting anyway. And as we know, in Dead of the Night, we play as 4 brand new characters, and we know this map takes place in Alistair Rhodes's mansion, where Alistair has invited a bunch of his friends and guests to his party. The cult arrive where they kidnap Alistair. It turns out Godfrey, or the butler, is a part of the cult as well. They release a zombie outbreak upon the mansion, and our 4 characters are left to fight off against the undead. And as we know, in the ending, which, by the way, spoilers if you haven't seen the ending already, then click off the video now, but I will mention it because it is relevant to the ciphers. But Godfrey, the butler, the one who is betraying our crew and working for the cult, it seems like he is being used by them and mind controlled almost. Well, he ends up killing his other 3 teammates, and then, as we know, just shortly after, Scarlett comes into the room, sees what Godfrey has done, she kills him, and then goes on a chase to find her father, which is when she meets up with his former friends, Bruno, Diego, and Shaw, and they then go off to Voyage of Despair and 9 to try and track him down and discover what this cult is up to. So that is the short story, but getting into the few ciphers that have been found and solved, there may actually be more out there. The Reddit hasn't been updated in a few days. To be honest, it doesn't really seem like too many people are looking. I don't know whether it's only just because it's released on Xbox and there aren't as many people searching for them yet, or maybe people aren't as interested or don't even know about this map, which wouldn't surprise me. But the first cipher is this one up on screen. It can be found within the dining room chimney. Now, I don't know how you solve any of these or how you translate them. If you guys do, then let me know in the comment section below. But this one, once solved and translated, says serve or sever. And I think this could have something to do with the cult and also Godfrey. I suppose you could interpret this in a few different ways. Is it saying you basically have 2 choices? Either you serve the cult and you do whatever they say, or you sever, basically meaning you die. Or I suppose you could also say it's about Godfrey, because Godfrey was a butler, he was a servant, but at the end of Dead of the Night, he ends up killing his teammates, he betrays them, and especially the fortune teller, because he severs her head off her body. The second cipher which has been found is this one. It can be found within the main hall, and once translated it says a shadow of what they seek. This one's a little bit more difficult to understand what it means. Honestly, I'm not too sure. The crew that we play as in Dead of the Night, what they seek is Alistair. Obviously, they never find him. Possibly it could also be talking about Scarlett and her crew. What they're seeking is, again, Alistair, but not only him, the cult as well. That one I'm not too sure on the meaning. There are also a couple more ciphers. I don't have the images for these, but there's one under the chair in the smoking room, and when decoded it says the daughter will bear the burden. This one's clearly talking about Scarlett. At the moment, she's bearing the burden of her father going missing, and also possibly what's going to happen to him, or maybe what's going to happen to her as a result of this. And then the final cipher is in the library on one of the bookshelves, and it says the future is ours to write. Surely this one's gotta be about Scarlett and her crew, because the characters we play as in Dead of the Night, well, they don't have a future because they end up dying, they are killed, and it doesn't seem like their deaths would change anything. They're just guests in this mansion party trying to survive. It'd make more sense if it was about Scarlett, Bruno, Diego, and Shaw. As Godfrey said to Scarlett as he was dying, it's already too late, she cannot stop what is to come. We don't know right now what's going to happen, why the cult even want Alistair. Does he have knowledge what they want? Does he have something that they need? But whatever it is, I suppose it could be saying it is up to Scarlett and her crew to change the future. Whatever they do, the outcome is either going to be good or bad. If they do nothing, the cult could, I don't know, release this zombie outbreak on the world. I don't know what they're trying to do. If the crew do something and stop the cults, then the world could be a better place. Again, it's really hard to interpret what these ciphers say because they're so mysterious. They don't really give you anything. They're only a few words long. However, that is all of them to my knowledge that have been found so far in Dead of the Night. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Hopefully you've enjoyed. As always, if you have, drop a like rating, make sure you are subscribed, and I will see you guys in the next video. Until then, goodbye.